everyone. Hello बच्चों, कैसे हो? Hi everyone, how are you all? A very good evening, Anshu. Hi Divesh, a very good evening. I am all good. What about you? Hi Salbina. कैसे हैं आप लोग? How are you all guys? Salbina, I am good. What about you? I am also good, Salbina. एकदम झक्कास, एकदम बढ़िया, बेहतरीन अंशु, एकदम गुड, बढ़िया. ऐसे ही बेहतरीन रहिए बच्चों. So, बाकी के बच्चे कहाँ हैं? ईशा, अनन्या, where are others? ऋतुराज, बाकी के बच्चे कहाँ हैं? Yes, दिवेश, what quiz? Quiz, we will have it soon. जल्दी से रखेंगे बच्चों, quiz आपकी भी जल्दी से रखेंगे. Today we had quiz for class 11. Soon we will have for you also. आपके लिए भी करेंगे. For you also we will conduct it soon. Today is Wednesday, na? So I can't promise you anything, but let's do it on coming Saturday maybe. On coming Saturday maybe. But I am not promising anything. I will try my best to keep it on Saturday. Till then, tell me, how are you all? Debtors realize 5,000. The journal entry will be bank debit to realization account. Bank account debit to realization account. You will record on the credit side of realization by bank. Okay, Amit. So much hats. So hi everyone, I welcome you all once again to WeCommerce. And if you are new to this channel, then please go and subscribe this channel right now. And also don't forget to like this video and share this with all of your friends. तो जल्दी से जाने का, इस वीडियो को लाइक करने का. Go and like this video right now and do share this with your friends. जल्दी से जाओ, do like this video, share this with all of your friends. And if you don't know about the Telegram group, then let me tell you that we share all the PDF. We share all the notes in the PDF form in this group. So if you want the notes, if you want the PDF, then you have to join this Telegram group. Add it to like videos. Okay, Divesh. So जिन्होंने अभी तक Telegram group join नहीं किया है, जल्दी से जाओ और join the Telegram group. Because उसके बिना आपको notes नहीं मिलेंगे बच्चों. जल्दी से जाने का Telegram group join करने का. And if you want to score good marks, अगर आपको अच्छे मार्क्स लाने हैं बोर्ड्स में, आपको सबसे अच्छे मार्क्स लाने हैं बोर्ड्स में, आपको अच्छे से रिवीजन करनी है, then you can take this Vedantu Pro Subscription. टेलीग्राम फर्स्ट टाइम इंस्टॉल्ड की मैंने. ओके सल्बीना, आज किया क्या? So get your pro subscription right now, in which there are lot of benefits waiting for you. आपके लिए बहुत सारे benefits इंतजार कर रहे हैं. Like more than 5,000 hours of online teaching. We are giving you more than 5,000 hours of online teaching. There will be regular tests. We will give you regular assignments that will contain more than 10,000 questions. Also, There will be continuous review of your areas of improvement. We will continuously review that in which chapter you need improvement. And for that, there will be more than 20 teachers. There will be more than 20 teachers for your help. जब से क्लास तभी इंस्टॉल कर दिया था. Okay, Salbina, now I get it. Also, you have option to learn in English or Hindi in this Pro subscription. You can choose language as per your choice. You want to take lectures in Hindi, then take Hindi. If you want to take sessions in English, then take in English. And as per your demand, we have different type of courses, crash courses and micro courses. So do join this Pro subscription only for 2799 because right now we are giving you flat 20% discount. Namaste Shivam, namaste bachcha. Kaise ho Shivam? So go and get your Pro subscription right now at flat 20% off by using my code SCPRO. So जल्दी से जाओ और अपना Pro subscription ले लो बच्चों, जल्दी से जाओ and get your Pro subscription. मस्त शिवम. ओके बच्चा, हम क्वेश्चन में ज्यादा जर्नल ही है. यस. सो आपको दोनों क्वेश्चंस करने हैं, रियलाइजेशन अकाउंट वाले भी एंड अकाउंट रियलाइजेशन अकाउंट भी बनाना सीखना है और जर्नल एंट्री. बिकॉज एग्जामिनर आपको कुछ भी पूछ सकता है. ही मे आस्क यू टू प्रिपेयर द रियलाइजेशन अकाउंट और ही मे आस्क फॉर द जर्नल एंट्री. ओके, तो हमें दोनों चीजों पे ध्यान देना है. वेयर इज ईशा टुडे? ईशा नहीं आई. ईशा, वर्षा, वीरेंद्र, मुस्कान एंड गुंजन आर नॉट देयर. कहाँ गए बच्चे? आज ये पार्टी में गए हैं क्या? रियलाइजेशन में कंफ्यूज हो गया था, फिर मैंने रिप्ले वीडियो देखी, अब क्लियर हो गया. ओके गुड. अगर आपने रिप्ले देखा, वेल डन. सो नाउ we are going to start the session. This is class 12th accountancy session and today we will do comprehensive questions of dissolution chapter. We have covered all the topics of dissolution chapter: realization account, loan account, capital account and balance sheet. हमने सब कुछ कर लिया है. Now today we will do some questions of this chapter so that हमारी अच्छे से प्रैक्टिस हो जाए. इसीलिए आज हम लोग क्या करेंगे बच्चों? क्वेश्चंस करेंगे. सो आर यू ऑल रेडी फॉर द क्वेश्चन? सब लोग तैयार है क्या क्वेश्चंस के लिए? रेडी मैम, लाइक ऑलवेज. हाय कृष्णा, हाउ आर यू? यस, दिवेश इज रेडी. सो आइए बच्चों, डिसॉल्यूशन करते हैं और देखते हैं कि क्वेश्चंस कैसे होंगे. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट दिस सेशन विदाउट एनी डिले. बिना किसी देरी के सेशन को स्टार्ट करते हैं. द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. ये है हमारा पहला क्वेश्चन. तो everyone will read the question with me. सब मेरे साथ क्वेश्चन पढ़ेंगे. The question is, Shilpa, Meena and Nanda decided to dissolve their partnership. There are three partners, Shilpa, Meena and Nanda. They decided to dissolve the partnership on March 31st, on 31st March 2006. Their profit sharing ratio was 3:2:1. Their ratio was 3:2:1 and Their balance sheet was as under. Their balance sheet was as follows. तो आपके 3 पार्टनर्स है, शिल्पा, मीना एंड नंदा, जिनकी रेशो है 3:2:1. The ratio is 3:2:1. And the firm balance sheet is given to you. Balance sheet हमें given है. So first of all, we will look at the asset side. पहले देखते हैं asset side क्या है. Land, stock, debtor, partners capital, debit balance and cash. तो asset side है land, stock, debtor, partner capital and cash. But we will only transfer land, stock and debtor to the realization account. हम किस किस को ट्रांसफर करेंगे रियलाइजेशन अकाउंट में? ओनली लैंड, स्टॉक एंड डेटर्स. कैपिटल और कैश को ट्रांसफर नहीं करेंगे. हाय अखिल. नाउ कमिंग ऑन टू द लाइबिलिटी साइड. फर्स्ट वी हैव कैपिटल्स, तो कैपिटल्स को ट्रांसफर नहीं करना. देन वी हैव बैंक लोन, इसको ट्रांसफर करेंगे. देन वी हैव क्रेडिटर्स, इसको ट्रांसफर करेंगे. फिर अखिल, आपका नाम, सॉरी आई फॉरगॉट योर नेम, मैं नाम भूल गई बच्चा. Then we will transfer provision for debtors account. Hi Shweta. Then we will transfer provision for debtors account and we will not transfer general reserve. So from the liability side, we will transfer bank loan, creditor, provision. We will not transfer capital and general reserve because वो कहाँ जाएगा? कैपिटल अकाउंट में जाएगा. Yes दिवेश, ये जो कैपिटल है नंदा कैपिटल, you will write this on the debit side. This is opening capital which will be written on the debit side. इसको कहाँ लिखेंगे? डेबिट साइड पे लिखेंगे. So चलिए अब आते हैं रियलाइजेशन अकाउंट पे. बट रियलाइजेशन से पहले एडजस्टमेंट भी तो होती है. सो दीज आर योर एडजस्टमेंट. दिस इज द क्वेश्चन, दीज आर योर एडजस्टमेंट्स. सो द स्टॉक ऑफ द वैल्यू 41,660. The stock of the value are taken over by Shilpa for 35,000. Partner is taking over the asset. Partner ने asset take over कर लिया. So first of all, before this, let us transfer all the asset and liability. So we will transfer land, stock and debtor. These are the assets. Transfer of assets, land, stock and debtor are transferred to the realization account. हमने assets को transfer कर दिया. Now we will transfer the liability, bank loan, creditors and provision for doubtful debt. This is transfer of liabilities. This is transfer of liability. So हमने सारे assets को ट्रांसफर कर दिया on the debit side and सारी liabilities को ट्रांसफर कर दिया on the credit side. So for transfer of asset, the journal entry is realization debit to sundry assets account, and for liability, for transfer of liability, the journal entry is sundry liability account debit to realization account. तो हमने assets and liability को transfer कर दिया. Now we will come to the adjustment. अब आते हैं adjustment पे. So these are the adjustment. The first adjustment is stock is taken over by the Shilpa. शिल्पा ने स्टॉक टेक ओवर कर लिया. पार्टनर हैज टेकन ओवर द स्टॉक फॉर 35,000. So what will be the journal entry when partner take over the stock? The journal entry is partner capital account debit. Partner capital account debit to realization account. This is the journal entry. Yes, Divesh. Well done. Shilpa capital account debit to realization account. And as you can see that realization is credited. Realization क्या हो रहा है? Credit हो रहा है in the journal entry. So you will record on the credit side by Shilpa capital account 35,000. We will record this on the credit side of realization account by Shilpa's capital account 35,000. Hi Isha, a very good evening. So this was the first adjustment. Now coming on to the second adjustment. Second is she agreed, she decided to discharge bank loan. She is paying the firm liability. जो पार्टनर है वो फर्म की लाइबिलिटी पे कर रहा है. Partner is paying the liability of firm. So partner is paying liability on the behalf of firm. So जब partner आपकी liability pay करता है, when the partner will pay the liability, the journal entry will be realization account debit. Realization account debit to Shweta's capital account. To Shweta's capital account. So Shilpa's capital account. Sorry, it will be Shilpa. To Shilpa's capital account. This is the journal entry. When the partner is paying your liability, the journal entry is realization to partner's capital account. So realization is debited in the journal entry. Realization is debited. Therefore, you will record on the debit side. Therefore, you will record on the debit side. Because I am looking at your comments now. So Isha was saying that hi Shweta. तो वो Shweta confused हो गई मैं. So, to Shilpa's capital account आप डेबिट साइड लिखोगे 20,000 बिकॉज पार्टनर ने आपकी लाइबिलिटी पे कर दी. Realization to partner's capital account, realization is debited. Therefore, we will record on the debit side. Ugly transaction. Next is the remaining stock. The remaining stock was sold at 14,000 and debtors amounting to 10,000 realized 8,000. 10,000 वाले debtors amounting to 10,000 realized 8,000. How much money was received? 8,000. So you will record 8,000. So stock बिका, by bank stock 14,000, debtors 8,000 and land is sold for 1,10,000. So stock is sold for by cash. Stock is sold for 14,000, debtor realized 8,000 and land is sold for 1,10,000. Stock is sold for 14,000, debtor is sold for 8,000 and land is sold for 1,10,000. So buy cash, stock 14,000, debtor 8,000, land 1,10,000. Bank to realization is the journal entry. Yes, Divesh. When you sell the asset, the journal entry is bank debit to realization account. The journal entry is bank debit to realization account. So realization is credited. Realization is credited. Therefore, you will record it on the credit side. हम कहाँ रिकॉर्ड करेंगे? क्रेडिट साइड. हाय आरव. Next adjustment. Next adjustment is the remaining debtors realized 50% at their book value. The remaining debtors were realized 50% at the book value. So, the book value of the debtor is 18,600. The book value of debtor is 18,600. Out of this, 10,000 were already realized. 10,000 वालों ने पेमेंट दे दी है. 10,000 debtors had given 8,000. Out of 18,600, 10,000 debtors are already realized. They have given 8,000. So remaining debtors are 8,600. Remaining debtors are 8,600. And how much payment they are giving? They are giving 50%. They are making 50% payment. So 50% of 8,600 will be 4,300. 50% of 8,600 will be 4,300. So 8,000 plus 4,300. 8,000 plus 4,300 is received from the debtors. 8,000 plus 4,300, it means 12,300 is the total amount realized from debtor. Total कितना पैसा मिला है हमें? 8,000, because 10,000 वालों ने कितनी पेमेंट दी है? 10,000 out of the debtors have paid 8,000. And the remaining 8,600 have given 50% payment. इन्होंने कितना पैसा दिया है? आधा, 50%. So 50% of 8,600 is 4,300. And the total of this is 12,300. Total कितना पैसा आएगा debtor से? So the total amount realized from debtor is 12,300. Realized means realization or sale of asset. Everything is same. Hi Ritik. Yes, realization means sold off and receiving money. So debtor से कितना पैसा मिला? 8,000 plus 4,300. 8,000 plus 4,300, 12,300. Okay? Well done, Arav. So, now coming on to the next adjustment. हमने ये कर लिया. We have completed this one also. The partner has paid the liability of the firm. Now coming on to the next adjustment. Cost of realization amounted to 1,200. Cost of realization. Expenses of realization. कितना हुआ खर्चा? 1,200. So, you will pay the expenses. If nothing is mentioned, कुछ भी नहीं बोला, so who will pay the expenses? Firm will pay the expenses. And the journal entry will be realization account debit to. When the firm paid the expenses, the journal entry is realization account debit to bank or cash account. So we are paying 1,200 rupees. So realization account is debited. You will record on the debit side. You will record on the debit side to cash realization expenses. To cash realization expenses. Yes, Divesh, well done. So we will record on the debit side 2 cash realization expenses 1200. And now coming on to the last adjustment. अब आते हैं last adjustment पे. There was a typewriter. There was an asset not recorded in the books worth 6,000. There was a typewriter. आपके पास कोई typewriter पड़ा था जो books में recorded नहीं था. This was taken over by one of the creditor at this value. So asset is taken over by the creditor. What will be the journal entry, guys? क्या journal entry होगी when the asset is taken over by the creditor? क्या journal entry होगी when the asset is taken over by the creditor? Yes, Albina, there will be no entry for this, Divesh. When the asset is given to the creditor, बच्चा कोई भी entry नहीं होती. No entry will be passed in this case. Yes, Shweta, well done. So no entry will be passed. But the creditor's value, book value of creditor is 37,000. Book value of the creditor is 37,000. कितने के creditors हैं? 37,000 के. And they have taken the typewriter for 6,000. एक creditor ने क्या ले लिया? Typewriter ले लिया. So now we will pay 31,000 to the creditor. अब हम कितना पे करेंगे creditors को? 31,000, not 37,000. We will pay the balance to the creditor 31,000. So the journal entry will be realization account debit. Realization account debit to cash or bank account. When you will pay the creditor, the journal entry will be realization account debit to cash or bank account. So realization is debited. You will record on the debit side to cash creditors 31,000. To cash creditors 31,000. कितना पे करेंगे? 31,000, not 37,000. क्योंकि उन्होंने हमारा क्रेडिटर, हमारा टाइपराइटर ले लिया, तो अब हम उन्हें कितना पे करेंगे? 31,000. So now we have recorded each and every transaction in the realization account. Now we have recorded each and every transaction. Now compare the total of credit side with the total of debit side. Total of credit will be compared with the total of debit. And in this, credit side is more than the debit side. Credit side is more than the debit side. Therefore, there is a profit of 20,940. There is a profit of 20,940 which will be distributed between the partners Shilpa, Meena and Nanda in the ratio 3:2:1. Yes, Albina, जितनी ज़्यादा practice करोगे उतना ज़्यादा clear होगा. So you will distribute the profit between the partners. To profit transfer to, this profit will be transferred to partners capital. Shilpa account, Meena's capital account, Nanda's capital account. So profit will be transferred to the partners capital account, and the journal entry for profit is, realization debit to partners capital account. To partners capital account, to Shilpa capital account, to Meena capital account, to Nanda capital account. So this is the journal entry for profits. So we have completed the realization account. Now we will prepare the capital account. अब हम बनाएंगे capital account. But before going on to the capital account, I will suggest you that in the realization account, underline the item in which capital account is debited or credited. So here we have capital account. I will mark this for my help. And here we have capital account. So I am underlining I am highlighting this so that this can help me in preparation of capital account. इससे capital account easily बन जाएगा. So in capital account, first of all, you will write down the opening capital. सबसे पहले क्या लिखेंगे? Opening capital. So the opening capital of Shilpa and Meena are 80,000 and 40,000. The opening capital of the partners Shilpa and Meena are 80,000 and 40,000. And the opening capital of Nanda is debit balance 23,000. So you will write this as by balance BD and you will write this as to balance BD. So Shilpa and Meena की capital को लिखेंगे on the credit side by balance BD और Nanda की capital को लिखेंगे debit side to balance BD. So these are the opening capital. So let's move on to the capital account. First of all, we will write down the opening capital. By balance brought down 80,000 and 40,000. To balance brought down 23,000. These are the, hi Rahul. So these are the opening capital that are given in the balance sheet. हमने opening capital लिख ली. Now, in the balance sheet, there is reserve of 12,000. In the balance sheet, there is the general reserve of 12,000. इस general reserve को किसमें बांटेंगे? Partners के बीच में. General reserve will be distributed between the partners in their ratio 3:2:1. So इसको भी बांट देंगे. So we will write down the general reserve. By general reserve 6,000, 4,000 and 2,000. By general reserve 6,000, 4,000 and 2,000. General reserve बांट दिया. Now coming to the realization account. We have underlined these two things. हमने ये दो चीजें underline की है. This is the partner Shilpa has taken over the asset. Partner ने asset take over किया था. जब partner asset take over करता है, the journal entry is Shilpa capital account debit to realization account. When the partner take over the asset, the journal entry is partner capital account debit to realization account. So you have recorded this on the credit side of realization account. Now in partners capital account, you will record this on the debit side. Partners capital account में कहाँ record करेंगे? Debit side, because Shilpa capital account is debited in the journal entry. Partner क्या हुआ है? Debit हुआ है. So on debit side, to realization stock 35,000 in Shilpa account. Shilpa के account में debit side record करेंगे. To realization 35,000 because she has taken over the stock. Also, she has paid the liability. She has discharged the bank loan. She has paid the firm liability. So when the partner pay the liability, the journal entry is realization account debit to partners capital account. जब पार्टनर आपकी लाइबिलिटी पे करता है, द जर्नल एंट्री इज पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट रियलाइजेशन अकाउंट डेबिट टू पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट. So partner capital account is credited. Partner capital account is credited. So you will record this on the credit side of capital account. Capital account में कहाँ record करेंगे? Credit side, because partner is credited. So by realization, bank loan paid by Shilpa 20,000. By realization, bank loan paid by Shilpa 20,000. Because partner is credited in the journal entry. Partner is credited in the journal entry. So you will record this on the credit side of capital account. क्योंकि पार्टनर क्या हुआ है? क्रेडिट हुआ है, तो क्रेडिट साइड रिकॉर्ड करेंगे बाय रियलाइजेशन. नाउ वी हैव रिकॉर्डेड एवरीथिंग. नाउ इट्स time to transfer the profit of realization. Now it's time to transfer the profit of realization. The journal entry for profit is realization account debit to partners capital account. The journal entry for profit is realization account debit to partners capital account. So partner capital is credited. Partner capital account is credited. So you will record this on the credit side. You will record this on the credit side by realization 10,470, 6,980, 3,490. This is the profit of realization. At last, you will close the account. You will close the account and the balances will be paid off, and if the partner is required to bring any balance, then he will bring the amount. So in this, Shilpa and Meena will be paid off and Nanda will bring the amount. So Nanda पैसा लेके आएगा, he will bring the amount, and Shilpa and Meena will be paid off. So, is this clear to everyone? Is this clear to you guys? Clear, Salbina? Vivek, clear. श्वेता बेटा बाद में बात कर लेना, अभी पढ़ाई करने आए हो तो पढ़ाई कर लो. यू कैन टॉक इट लेटर. यू आर डिस्टर्बिंग अदर स्टूडेंट्स एज वेल. प्लीज डोंट डिस्टर्ब देम. हाँ, और क्वेश्चंस करोगे तो अच्छे से क्लियर होगा सलबीना. यस दिवेश, थैंक यू दिवेश. हेलो लीजा व्लॉग. So now coming on to the cash account. अब बनाएंगे cash account, but before cash account, let's see the opening balance of cash. Opening balance of cash is 10,840. Opening balance of cash is 10,840. So you will write this down on the debit side. On the debit side, you will write down the opening balance. To balance brought down 10,840. To balance brought down 10,840. Now, in the realization account, the money paid, the total money paid is 32,200 rupees. The total money paid in realization is 32,200. The total money used to pay the liability is 32,200. And payment is recorded on the credit side. We will record on the credit side by realization 32,000. You will record 32,200 or 32,000. Okay, it will be 32,200. It will be 32,200. The total payment made is 32,200. Now, at the time of sale, you have received money. At the time of sale, हमने पैसा भी receive किया. The money received is 1,36,300. At the time of sale of asset, the total money received is 1,36,300. So you will record this also. इसको भी record करेंगे. So on the debit side of cash account, we record the receipt of money. जब भी हम पैसा receive करते हैं, we record on the debit side. जब भी हम पैसा pay करते हैं, we record on the debit side. So sale of asset will be recorded on the debit side. To realization, sale of asset 1,36,300. 1,36,300. This is sale of asset. This is payment of liability and expenses. उसके बाद we have paid the capital. We have paid the capital. So we will record on the credit side of cash or bank account. By Shilpa Capital 81,470. By Meena Capital 50,980. 50,980. This is payment of capital. Or Nanda had introduced money. Nanda क्या लेके आया था? पैसा लेके आया था. We had not paid to Nanda. We had received amount from Nanda. So we will record this on the debit side. We will record this on the debit side to Nanda's capital account 17,510 rupees because he has brought the amount. So all the receipt are recorded on the debit side and all the payment are recorded on the credit side. At the end, you will do the total of the account. At the end, you will do the total and total will be equal. Total will be equal. Total will be equal. If the total is not equal, it means you have done some mistake. Girish, it will come for 6 marks. मैम क्या यहाँ मेंटी होता है? Yes, यहाँ मेंटी होता है. Clear? Okay. So everyone tell me, is this question clear to you? Is this question clear to everyone? Yes or no? सबको क्वेश्चन समझ में आया क्या? Is this clear to all my students? Yes or no? Quickly tell me, everyone. Clear, Divesh? Clear, Sabina? Yes. Okay, Lisa. Well done, Vivek. Clear. Okay, now coming on to the second question of the class. This is the second question. And the question is, A, B and C are in partnership, sharing profits and losses in the ratio of, in the proportion of 1:2, 1:3 and 1:6. So this is the proportion. Now we will find out the ratio. We will find out the ratio. So for finding out ratio, we will take the LCM. The LCM of 2, 3, 6 is 6. The LCM is 6. So the ratio is 3:2:1. The ratio of A, B, C is 3:2:1. So the ratio is 3:2:1. Now this is the balance sheet. On the asset side, we have cash, stock, sundry debtors, land and building. On the asset side, we have cash, stock, sundry debtors, land and building. On the liability side, we have creditor, loan account. A is the loan account. Then we have capital of A, B, C. So on the liability side, we have creditor, partner's loan account, A's loan account, and then capital. Then we have capital. So the first step is to transfer the asset and the liability to realization account. First step is to transfer asset and liability to realization account. So we will transfer stock, debtors and land and building to the realization account. हम क्या क्या ट्रांसफर करेंगे? Stock, debtors and land and building. Then we will transfer creditors only from the liability side. We will not transfer partner's loan account. Partner का loan account हम transfer नहीं करेंगे. So, realization account, we will transfer land and building, stock and debtors. Then we will transfer creditors. So, this is transfer of asset and liability to the realization account. We have transferred the asset and liability to the realization account. Asset and liability हमने ट्रांसफर कर दिए. Now further it is said that आगे क्या बोला है? During the course of realization. आगे हमने क्या किया? In realization, a liability under a suit for damages is settled at 15,000 as against 5,000 only provided for in the books of the firm. The liability was recorded in the books at 5,000. It was provided in the books at 5,000, but it is settled at 15,000. So how much money you have paid? कितना पैसा पे किया? The liability is settled at 15,000 against 5,000. The liability was of rupees 5,000. कितने की liability थी? 5,000 की. लेकिन it is settled at 15,000. तो कितना पैसा पे किया है हमने? 15,000. So to bank you will record 15,000. To bank 15,000. We will record 15,000 because आपने payment कितनी करी है? It is settled at 15,000. Nivesh, it will be 15,000 बच्चा. Because it is settled at 15,000. Actual payment is recorded na. So actual payment made is 15,000. So you will record 15,000, not the difference. Okay, it will be recorded at 15,000. Next, land and building were sold for 40,000. Land and building were sold for 40,000. Stock and sundry debtors were realized 30,000 and 42,000. So this is sale of asset. Land and building 40,000, stock 30,000, debtors 42,000. So buy bank, land and building 40,000, stock 30,000, debtors 42,000. So buy bank, land and building 40,000, stock 30,000, debtors 42,000. The total amount received is 1,12,000. The total amount received is 1,12,000. Next, the expenses of realization amounted to 1,200. The expenses of realization was 1,200. So, to bank expenses 1,200. To bank expenses 1,200. We will pay the expenses. Now, everything is paid, but the creditors are not paid. The creditors are not paid. So now we will pay the creditor. Now we will pay the creditor. So how much we will pay to the creditors? Out of 50,000, sorry. 50,400 we have paid 5,000. So out of the creditors, just give me 1 minute. A liability under suit for damages, I'll settle that. So the creditors are 40,000. The creditors are 40,000. We have transferred here wrong. Here creditors will be 40,000. No, we will not assume that they are paid. We will not assume that they are paid. Why will you assume that they are paid? Unless nothing is mentioned, you will pay the liability. You can never assume that liabilities are paid. Even if it is not mentioned in the question, you will pay the liability. Question mein nahi bola. In the question, it is not mentioned to pay the creditor. In question, kahi bhi nahi bola to pay the creditor. Is it mentioned? No. Even then, you will pay them full amount. Even if it is not mentioned in the question to pay the creditor, still we will pay the full amount. Still we will pay the full amount. So the creditors are of rupees 40,000. The creditors are of rupees 40,000. You will pay the full amount to the creditor. You will pay the full amount to bank creditor 40,000. To bank creditor 40,000. So there was one mistake, guys. Here we have written down the wrong value. So I am letting you this know. I am telling you this. We have transferred the creditors at 50,400. But it is 40,000. So यहाँ पर do focus here that it is 40,000. It is not 50,400. The book value of creditors in the balance sheet is 40,000. So you will transfer creditor as 40,000, not 50,400. And then they will be paid in full 40,000. So 40,000 plus 15,000 we have paid to the liability. The total amount paid is 55,000. The total amount paid is 55,000. Now we will compare both these sides. Now we will compare both these sides. So compare both these sides. I am calculating it. 40,000 plus 1,12,000. The debit side. The debit side balance is 1,52,000. And sorry, the credit side balance is 1,52,000. Credit side is 1,52,000 and debit side will be 57,000 plus 50,000. plus 50,000 plus 56,200. Your debit side is 2,13,200. So from the debit, you will subtract the credit side. And there will be loss of 61,200. The loss is correct. Loss is correct. So loss is correct. They have calculated the correct loss. And this loss will be distributed between the partners A, B and C in the ratio of 3:2:1. You will distribute the loss in the ratio of 3:2:1. So this is your realization account. Is this clear to everyone? Is this clear to you guys? Yes or no? Tell me everyone, is this clear? Yes. So this was the realization account. Now we will prepare partner's capital account. Now we will prepare the partner capital account. So in the partner's capital account, there is nothing to record. ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं है capital account में, because no partner has paid the liability, no partner has taken over the asset. किसी भी partner ने ना तो asset take over किया, ना ही liability pay करी. So first of all, you will write down the opening balances. Opening balances are 60,000, 40,000 and 10,000. These are the opening balances. These are the opening balances: 60,000, 40,000 and 10,000. So the opening balances are 60,000, 40,000 and 10,000. Is there any reserve in this? So now again, there is no reserve in this. There is no reserve in the balance sheet. Can you see any reserve in the balance sheet? Yes or no? क्या आपको कोई reserve? Sorry. Is there any reserve in the balance sheet? Is there any reserve in the balance sheet? That will be distributed between the partners. क्या कोई reserve है balance sheet में? No. So no reserve will be distributed between the partners. कोई भी reserve हम लोग नहीं देंगे. There is no reserve. We will write by balance brought down and then the losses. We will write down the losses. To realization, 30,600, 20,400, 10,200. This is the loss of realization. This is the loss of realization. So capital account में सिर्फ दो चीजें जाएंगी. There will be only two things that will be recorded in the capital account: opening balance and the loss of realization. Then we will close the capital account and we will pay the balance. So we will pay the balance 60,000 minus 30,600. We will pay to bank 29,400. We will pay 29,400. Then coming on to the B's. So 40,000 minus 20,400. 40,000 minus 20,400. You will pay to B 19,600. 19,600. And the remaining C. So the C credit balance is 10,000. C credit balance is 10,000 and the debit balance is 10,200. So he will bring 200 rupees. He will bring 200 rupees. So we will pay to A and B and we will receive from C 200. If the asset is sold, then amount written in the book value. Amount at which the asset is sold. You will record that value. The value at which it is sold. So this is the capital account. We have paid to A and B and C will bring 200 rupees by bank. Now, there was loan account of A. A's loan was there in the balance sheet. A का लोन था बैलेंस शीट में. A's loan account 10,000. A's loan account 10,000. So you will make A's loan account. You will make A's loan account. So by balance brought down, because this is a liability. It is liability. So on the credit side, you will write down the opening balance. Because this is liability. So on the credit side, you will write down the opening balance. By balance brought down 10,000 and then you will pay it. We have to pay the loan. So to bank 10,000. We have paid to the partner. हमने partner को pay कर दिया. Gaurav, I have told you this one, that asset will be recorded at the realized value, the value at which you have sold the asset. At that value, you will record the asset in the realization account. Next, bank account. Now, this is the last. So, first of all, we will record the opening balance of bank account. First of all, we will record the opening balance of bank account and this is 3,000. So, पहले क्या record करेंगे? Opening balance to balance BD 3,000. To balance BD 3,000. Then sale of asset. We have sold the asset for 1,12,000. To realization, sale of asset 1,12,000. Then payment of liability by realization. Payment of liability 56,200. Then payment of capital by A capital by B capital 29,400, 19,600. This is payment of capital. And C had brought the money. C क्या लेके आया था? पैसा लेके आया था. So C will be recorded on the debit side. To C's capital account 200. He will bring. So we have recorded this on the debit side. To C's capital account 200. And at the last, payment of loan by A's loan account 10,000. By A's loan account 10,000. So this is your bank account and at the end you will do the total and the total will be equal 1,15,200. The total will be equal. It will match. Why P&L debit is loss? Because P&L debit is profit. Who said that P&L debit is profit? P&L debit is loss because according to nominal account, all expenses and losses are to be debited. So P&L debit is also loss as per nominal account. So is this clear to everyone? Loan account, bank account, capital account and realization account. Is this question clear to you guys? Yes or no? Tell me everyone, is this clear? Akhil, Disha Ma'am class is at 2 p.m. Shweta, Disha Ma'am take class at 2 p.m. So that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching this session. I hope that you all like this session. So if you are new to this channel, then please do like this video, do subscribe the channel and do share this with your friends. So जल्दी से जाने का, वीडियो को लाइक करने का, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करने का एंड अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करने का. और अगर अभी तक आपने टेलीग्राम ग्रुप ज्वाइन नहीं किया है तो जल्दी से जाओ और टेलीग्राम ग्रुप को ज्वाइन करो फॉर ऑल दी नोट्स. एंड अगर आपको अच्छे मार्क्स लाने हैं, if you want to score good marks, then you can take this Vedantu Pro Subscription only for 2799 by using my code SCPRO. So go and get your Pro subscription and become a Pro student. So now, see you all in the next session. Stay tuned for the next session. Till then, good night, have sweet dreams and take care. So thank you everyone. We'll see you all in the next session. Till then, bye-bye. Take care.